Celtics Game Highlight is presented by T-Mobile.
Nice pass. Oh, what a block. Too many. Another great block down low.
What a defensive sequence by the C's.
Tatum and Horford combining on that one. Inside.
Horford with two. Excellent pass by Jason Tatum.
Back inside. Tatum. Three.
Good movement without the ball for Jason Tatum.
Got two and nowhere to go. It hangs for a moment, and there's a big follow. Knocked away and picked off. Richardson got a hand in there. Schroeder to the basket, kicks it outside. Richardson to three. Williams, oh, good catch.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
How he does that, Mike. This is special.
Down to 4, 3, 2, for Tatum. Complete. And good block by Tatum out of bounds. Wants to get in the lane. Takes Trent Jr. all the way to the bucket. Counter foul.
Horford said enough of this. Now Horford had his own version of bully ball.
Oh, good block. 10th block for the Celtics. Throwing it up and throwing it down. Tatum and Brown combined. Gets into the paint, kicks it back outside. Trent Jr. for three. 16-3, the run.
T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
The Celtics, my mind is on this game right now. 115-83, they fall to the Raptors, a game that they were really supposed to win, Perk. When you take a look at this Celtics team, what exactly happened?
Well, they got outworked. I mean, you know, the Toronto Raptors got to every 50-50 ball. They hit the glass. They got out in transition. And offensively, the Celtics don't have a rhythm, right? Like, they don't have no flow to their offense. It's really isolation, high pick and roll. I always say, look, if you want to see beautiful offense, watch the Golden State Warriors. I feel like the Celtics could play just like that. But tonight they just didn't have the fight. They didn't get grimy. And Toronto took the fight to them from the start to the finish.
Yeah, I'm not going to overreact to a second game of the season. The Celtics did incorporate two more players into their rotation, and Al Horford and Josh Richardson. But one of the things that concerns me at this point is the toughness. The Raptors are not a good team. Their best player is in street clothes, Pascal Siakam. Their best player tonight was in his second professional game, Scotty Barnes. What the Raptors were tonight was the tougher team, and they were the tougher team by a mile. The Celtics, I think, are going to be fine when it comes to skills. But Perk, and you know a lot about this because you were brought into a lot of situations to be a tough guy, whether it was in Boston or when you were traded to Oklahoma City. Where is the toughness going to come from? Is it going to come just from Marcus Smart at the point guard position? That's not going to work. They need more guys to match the toughness that we saw from the Toronto Raptors tonight.
Well, Chris and Amina, this is what we went through all last season, right? The toughness, right? Getting physical and making guys play on their heels, being the instigator, not the retaliator, right? And that's all the Celtics. Like when I said that at halftime about being cute and sassy, I meant that. Like you got to be able to get grimy. See, the Toronto Raptors is a team that they knew they were less talented than the Boston Celtics, so they jumped up the game. They attacked the offensive glass. They sprinted the floor hard in transition, and they did all the little things that matter, and they gave them swagger. And you know, like I know, once you take the energy out of the crowd in Boston, then the game is in your hands. And that's one thing from being on the opposing side when I was in Oklahoma and Cleveland. I used to always say, look, do not let this crowd get involved because the players, we used to feed off the energy of the crowd.
And the third quarter is really where things started to get out of control. The Raptors, they scored 32 points in that third quarter. The Celtics only 17. Perk, how did they let this go and really get it really out of control in that third quarter?
Well, I mean, look, these are just careless turnovers, right? And then Marcus Smart gamble instead of sprinting back right here. I mean, that's a tough shot. Rob did the best that he possibly could, but Scal talked about this. He didn't like the switching of the pick and rolls, and the Celtics did that too much and too often. That's a lazy way of playing defense. But look, nobody boxing out. Everybody just standing and watching. No communication whatsoever on the defensive side. What I said before the game, you got to be tied on the string.
Yeah, the third quarter to me had a lot of fake hustle from the Celtics, where there were no box outs. They were running late to defend three-point shooters. You saw one sequence there where Dennis Schroeder just kind of stood there and allowed a Euro step right around him. Just no energy. And we talked about this in the pregame show. Would this team come out with energy after the double overtime loss to the Knicks? They didn't. And the Raptors, which had a horrible game just a couple of nights ago, the worst game I've seen them play in a long time, undermanned. They came out with energy. They came out with toughness. And in that third quarter, it was a plus 15. That's the second straight third quarter the Celtics have been basically run off the floor. Against the Knicks, they were -8. In this one, -15. That's something they got to clean up as well.